Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video I have another Halloween design for you guys, which is again kind of toned down but still spooky, I would like to say. I have created this cute set which is literally just adorable. I actually love how it turned out. The skull could probably have been better, but honestly I still think it works. I hope you guys enjoy watching, and please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, hit the share button, and don't forget to double check that your notification bell is turned on, because I know so many of you are not getting the notifications, which makes me really sad. So yeah, definitely check that for me. Anyway, let's get into the video.
I'm always doing the most, finish my cup and reload. Let it swing right back, let it swing right back, back.
Okay, so now I've done a little run through of the coloured acrylics that I'm using. Let's get straight into creating this set. So I've started and I already applied my nail tips to my practice hand. These are the Easy Tips in clear. They come in bags of 500 pieces, or you can also get them in a box as well. And the refill sizes are available in bundles. I'm coming in and just applying a clear base, and this is just going to smooth everything out and make sure that I have a nice platform to work on with my acrylic design. Moving on to the pinky finger, I'm using Odessy, which is a stunning black with rainbow kind of iridescent glitters through it. It's absolutely stunning. The video does not do it justice whatsoever. The actual reflex and colours on this acrylic are so pretty and literally perfect for Halloween. But anyway, I'm applying that to the entire nail, and I'm going to go back over it later on once it's set with a glitter acrylic, just to add more Halloween pizzazz. Moving on to the next nail, I'm going to be creating a marble, and I had this idea that I wanted to use black as my main kind of feature for this nail set. I wanted it to be quite dark but also have the pop of colours coming through as well. So that's where the idea came for the marble with the neon colours kind of mixed in there, and then that inspired the rest of the set as well. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing a marble nail using the black, the neon pink, neon orange, neon green, and yeah, it's just stunning. Oh, neon yellow as well, of course. I'm using small beads. I'm just placing them on the nail nice and wet and then swirling them round. You don't want to swirl them too much. If you do that, it's just going to cause a mess. Your colours aren't going to show through and it'll just turn black basically. So gentle swirls, less is more. I hope that's the right way around. But yeah, less swirling, guys. Moving on to the next nail, I'm coming in and I'm adding Odessy at the cuticle area, and I'm blending that just about halfway down the nail. I want to keep the free edge of this one clear, so I'm not taking it any further down than that. I'm just making sure that that cuticle area is nice and tidy, and then I'm coming in with this loose glitter which is called Neon Nights, and I'm applying that where the black ended and just blending that further down the nail and making sure to press it into the nail, making sure that it all is laying flat and it's where I want, kind of moving the pieces around so that it's like looking well balanced. You don't want all the black pieces in one spot and as kind of like that, you know, or all the coloured pieces in one spot that are the same. So I just kind of mess around with it until I'm happy with how it looks. Moving on to the next nail, this one is going to be a smile line nail or a French nail, but it's not going to be a pink and white. Of course, our theme is the black with the colour. So I'm sculpting out the reverse smile line using Perfect Pink, and I'm just going back and forth with my brush, making sure to tuck everything in, making it as neat as I possibly can, and I will come back in and refine that with the hand file anyway. But it is important to get it as close to what you want, otherwise it just becomes difficult. So I'm applying and getting the first bead as I want it, and then I'm going to come in, I'm going to pick up another bead and apply that at the cuticle and blend it down into the existing bead that I already applied. Whilst I let that set, I'm coming in and I'm using Utopia, which is one of our pre-mixed glitter acrylics, and I'm just picking a bead up and applying that over the nails that I want it on, and it's just going to create this really pretty purple kind of reflex over that dark black, which I just thought was super spooky, and it kind of was more Halloween. I really wanted something sparkly. I just love sparkles and glitter and anything that's just fabulous like that, so I had to add more. In this case, more is more, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so that is how that looks. I think it looks gorgeous, and it really just kind of tied everything together. Moving back to the smile line one, I did refine it off of camera just using the 180 grit files, and then I dusted off the excess dust because we don't want that getting in our design. And now I'm coming in with Blackout, which is the black acrylic. It's a matte flat black, and the dishwasher keeps buzzing in the background and it's really annoying me. Anyway, let's get over that. I'm obviously not that bothered because I'm not moving to switch it off. Anyway, I'm applying the black all the way up to that smile line and making sure that it goes slightly over so that when I file it's nice and crisp. I'm then blending it slightly down, and then on the free edge I've come in with the neon pink acrylic, and then I'm using the Neon Nights loose glitter and I'm applying that where the colours meet, because that's going to be the blend or the disguise for where the colours join. And then I'm going to add a little bit more of that Utopia over the top as well, just to tie everything in. Next I'm coming in and I'm happy with all of the designs, so I'm using Nailmate's crystal clear acrylic and I'm encapsulating everything. Whilst I encapsulate, I'm being mindful of how much product I'm applying, the structure of the nail, the placement of my beads, and just making sure that everything is how I want it, because I don't want to come in with my file and have to remove half the stuff that I've put on. I used to do that when I first started. I thought the thicker the better, and it's not the case. Structure is the most important thing, so concentrate on that. I let everything set and then I left it for a day. I left the building. I was like, I'm done. I'd already filmed a set. This was the second set of the day. I was like, I am done. So I just zoned out. I came back the next day and here I am. I've filed the other nails and I wanted to reveal the smile line. So I'm using the ceramic bit from my website and I'm just, filing down, revealing the smile, coming in with my hand file as well. And then I further hand filed the nail into shape, created the sharp point, and I loved it. I think it looked freaking bomb. bomb, bomb, bomb. Like literally super spooky. Like if you are going to be like a sexy witch, I mean, I am not that kind of Halloween girl. Like I am a full-on gory, let's get frigging covered in blood and be as spooky as possible kind of girl. Do you know, that's me. I'd like walk in just and horrify people because that's what I love to do. But if you were going to be like some kind of sexy witch or, you know, zombie, these nails would be bomb. I mean, or a sugar skull, like that would be banging. Since we are going to add a skull to these nails, just saying, they would look awesome. On that note, what are you being for Halloween? I am having a Halloween party. I mean, I say a party, it's just going to be our kids and my husband and me, but we are going to go to town. Like, I have got all the decorations and we are going to do spooky outfits. I am excited. But yeah, what are you going to be if you're dressing up this Halloween, whether you're going anywhere or not? Let me know in the comments. I'm quite excited. Okay, I'm moving on. I'm adding some crystals to the nails. I was originally going to place them around the smile line, excuse me, because I wasn't 100% happy with how it turned out. There was a little bit of shadowing. I was like, this is not the best. So I was going to cover it up basically. But then I was like, no, it might turn out okay once I've top coated. So I moved the crystals over a nail and I did a crystal cuff using the Opal FlatBacks, which are available on my website again, along with the glue. And as I mentioned in my previous video, the best way to apply crystals is with the instant nail glue and on a nail that is not top coated yet. You do not want to put it over the top of top coat because it just won't end well. Alrighty then, it's time to come in with super gloss, and this is the glossiest, beautifulest, most scrumptious top coat on the planet. It is absolutely stunning. It is HEMA free, it has no tacky layer, it is manufactured in the UK, and it's freaking bomb. Bomb, bomb, bomb. You guys know, I love it. Everyone that tries it absolutely loves it too. If you haven't already, check it out down below in the description box. I'm applying it to the nails and I'm curing in the light for a full 60 seconds to give me that super glossy finish. If you are applying cuticle oil after a service to your nails or a client's, allow just 30 to 60 seconds for the top coat to kind of cool before applying it because you don't want to dull that shine. Top tip. I know. Anyway, how stunning does this look? Honestly, I just love adding the top coat. I think it's just banging. It's like my favourite part. Look at that. Oh, a full pinky finger for the full set would look amazing. Anyway, moving on to the fancy part. We are creating a 3D skull. I'm using multiple brushes. So I've got my size 12, I think it is, and I've got the number 5 3D brush. I'm kind of alternating between each brush and making sure that I have them both cleaned between using them as well. Okay, so I'm running through how to create this. You start off with a ball of white acrylic, which is quite large, and you allow it to become slightly matte so that you can still move around that product. And as you can see, I came in with the small number 5 3D brush and poked 2 holes basically in the side and opened them up and out. Once I'd done that, I'm coming in with the tip of the brush and just creating a kind of point, but to explain it, all you want to do is between the eyes, press your brush straight down and then pull them apart, and that's going to create the nose cavity area, holy thing, where the nose should be. Now this part, let me tell you, this isn't my best work. I am not 100% happy with how this turned out. I do plan to do another. It is kind of, I guess, trial and error if you're not practicing, and I haven't done a skull for freaking years. So this was just a one-off attempt out of my head skull. I should have probably put a picture up and maybe followed that, because honestly it just looked like a cheesy skeleton with glasses on. It looked so funny, but it did turn out, oh, thank you very much, emails, thank you so kindly. It turned out okay. It did look good enough in the end once I'd finished, but I was having to really struggle to persevere with it. So many times I just wanted to leave it. I thought, I'm just leaving it. I'm not even bothered. I mean, look at that. I could have made it into a cartoony style skeleton, I suppose, but I wasn't really sure what I was going for or doing, but yeah. I sculpted a little bit underneath and molded it into a rectangular kind of shape, and then I allowed it to set slightly, carved a smiley mouthy bit, and then pressed in the lines for the teeth. And then just using the blackout acrylic just to fill in the nose area and the eye areas, making them larger, and of course adding shadowing and things like that. Painting with the acrylic powders is super easy. You just want to pick it up super wet, apply it, and then kind of add more monomer to your brush and then wipe it off, and it's as simple as that. It's super effective and it just adds extra detail. And I feel like if I'd have done the head bigger, this would have worked out so much better, but I didn't, okay? I did add some more side head later on, but it still wasn't great. Anyway, let's not go there. I'm adding the kind of skeleton section around the eyes, making him a little bit more frowny, and then I was trying to sort the mouth area out because it wasn't in the proportions that I wanted. And I knew that it was the head that I needed to make bigger, but I was still just working on the mouth and hoping for the best. But yeah, it's just a process of building up that product and really just taking your time to do that. It does help having a reference picture. Of course, if you're going to just do it from mind, from memory, from what you think something should look like, it will turn out okay. It just will look different like mine does, which is fine. It still fits the bill of a 3D skeleton. I mean, you guys let me know what you think. Of course, this isn't the final bit. Let me make the alterations and make it a little bit more fabulous. And then once I've finished it, let me know what you actually think of my 3D skull. Please, I would be intrigued to have some other opinions on it, because honestly, I mean, it's his teeth as well. They just look so funny, like really goofy. They could have been smaller, but anyway. I'll just let you guys carry on watching, because this is just basically a process of building up that product and the features, and then I'll be back when I have a little bit more to say. If you didn't already as well, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more fabulous content like this, of course. So after making the head slightly larger, I'm then going to come in with some more black acrylic, and I'm just going to add some shadowing and some more detail and add some like little cracks in the skull, which I think really helped disguise the disgracefulness of it. But anyway, it still is a skull and it still looked freaky and spooky, and I'm still pretty happy with it. It wasn't bob on, but I'm pretty happy with it. Now that I've finished sculpting, this is the final look, guys. I think it turned out pretty cool. This set is fancy. If you were going as a sugar skull on Halloween, these would be absolutely perfect. And for clients, you can pre-make the skulls ready to just stick on, so it's not taking up much of the appointment time, but you can charge extra because they are customized charms. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and as always guys, you are freaking bomb. You are bomb.com, lit as fuck, and don't ever let anybody tell you any different, because you've got this and I love you. Mwah. Bye. See you later, alligator.